not wanting Charlie's caricature to survive when the actual Charlie Kirk individual, who Charlie Kirk actually was, is so much more important, has become the center of this unfolding storm. The caricature is that Charlie was just a young smart guy who made a career out of debating college kids, but what they've told us about Lance Twiggs and the indictment we'll get into shows this story has way more layers. This came up in the 10th hour, and I'll give you my honest opinion. There's clearly more going on here. Very clearly. So, you can join us here at Apple, because Charlie Kirk's death isn't just a tragedy anymore. It's a straight-up war exploding on every corner of the internet. And the one person everyone thought would be crushed in grief, his wife, is suddenly being whispered about as a suspect. That's right. People are saying she might not just be mourning. She might have actually been involved. The second that rumor dropped, the entire internet lost its mind. And when Candace Owens caught wind of it, she went nuclear. She didn't just speak up, she exploded. Now the mystery isn't just about who pulled the trigger. The real question is whether the betrayal was sitting right beside Charlie the whole time. That thought alone has turned this story into something far darker than anyone expected. Thousands of people were there the night it happened, chaos everywhere, and the official story claimed it was a 22-year-old named Tyler Robinson who fired shots from a rooftop. But before we dive into Candace's fiery meltdown, let's rewind. Charlie Kirk was gunned down during a university event packed with thousands. Screams, panic, security scrambling. It was chaos. But the affidavit made it clear. This shooter had insider knowledge. He wasn't guessing. He knew Charlie's speaking schedule, the tent layout, even the exact exit Charlie was supposed to use. That's not random. That's precision, fed to him by someone on the inside. And Tyler didn't just shoot. He shot with chilling accuracy. People who saw the footage said the most haunting part wasn't the chaos. It was how calm he was. No hesitation. No shaking hands. That wasn't a rookie with a grudge. That was someone trained, prepared, and moving like he'd done this before. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment act. This was an operation. Whoever Tyler really was, he had time, resources, and a plan stitched to perfection. You don't pull that off without backing. Paid, protected, it looks like both. The craziest twist? Police only caught him because his own father turned him in. Without that, Tyler might have vanished clean, leaving only wreckage behind. That's not bad luck. That's strategy. Weeks, maybe months of planning, plus help from people close enough to feed him every detail. And when investigators started connecting dots, their gaze landed on one person who always had access, his wife, Erica. Erica posted a compilation of photos of her and Charlie, goofy, supportive, growing together. But let's be real. When someone married ends up murdered, who do police look at first? The spouse. Sure, grief looks different for everyone, and maybe Erica's posts were her way of coping. But her words didn't sit right with a lot of people. Something about her tone felt off, almost rehearsed, like she was trying to prove something instead of mourn. Then she lit the fire even higher with another post. You have no idea the fire you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry. If you thought my husband's mission was powerful before, you have no idea what you just unleashed. Instead of calming people down, it exploded suspicions. Neighbors came forward, saying Erica and Charlie had explosive fights over money and finances that never added up. Then came the bombshell, rumors of a multi-million-dollar fortune at the center of their fights. Through tears, some of Charlie's closest friends shared how they didn't want his caricature to outlive the real man. Charlie wasn't just ambitious, he was always laughing, never too serious, even though people painted him that way. But then the internet started connecting dots at lightning speed. Was this tragedy really about ideology, or was it about cash, power, and secrets hidden in bank accounts? Was Erica grieving, or covering tracks? That's when Candace Owens jumped in. Known for calling out fake conservatives and shady deals, she declared this wasn't an outside betrayal. It came from inside Charlie's own home. Her silence broke in raw, unfiltered grief and accusation all at once. Candace didn't wait for prosecutors or polished press releases. She went straight to her socials, amplifying posts hinting that Charlie's wife played a role. One post flipped the internet upside down. If this man's own wife set him up, every conservative who stayed silent should be ashamed. He wasn't betrayed by politics. He was betrayed by his pillow. That phrase went nuclear. It trended across platforms overnight. Suddenly, this wasn't just about Charlie's murder. It was about Candace Owens and whether she had just confirmed the whispers. And she wasn't done. Candace posted her own tribute, photos of her and Charlie, goofy and human, outside of politics. Even his harshest critics admitted her tribute broke them. Fans noticed the contrast. Candace's raw humanity versus Erica's cold, essay-like posts. Candace went live, nearly breaking down, her grief real and raw. That wasn't performance, it was defiance. She turned her grief into a mission, refusing to let Charlie's real self be forgotten or buried under shady cover-ups. Candace became a one-woman investigator. When the indictment against Tyler Robinson dropped, 7 charges, including aggravated murder and possibly the death penalty, she wasn't convinced. She went live, saying this was only part of the story, not the full thing. That one message sparked another wildfire. Was Tyler just a pawn? Who was pulling the strings? Her fury became fuel. She slammed the table, her voice cracking, her rage clear. She dropped bombshells about Charlie's private pressures, political enemies, shady deals, even a billionaire, Bill Amon, who she claimed tried bribing Charlie to shift his stance on Israel. When Charlie refused, threats followed. He even considered softening his views just to stay alive. But he never got that chance. Then came the cracks in Charlie's perfect family image. Reports say his parents don't buy Erica's story and have cut her off completely. But some of Charlie's in-laws are defending her, insisting she's being scapegoated. The once tight Kirk family circle is fracturing before our eyes. And Candace keeps pushing harder. Every time Erica speaks, Candace hits back even harder. Meanwhile, questions about Tyler Robinson remain. Why is the media soft-pedaling him, instead focusing on Erica? Candace even tracked down and spoke with Tyler's ex-boyfriend, digging deeper than the press ever dared. That clip spread like wildfire, fueling questions about why the shooter wasn't being fully exposed. And now, a movement is growing. Not just among Candace's fans, but even among people who despise her, saying she might be right this time. And Candace hasn't deleted a single word. To her, this isn't a theory, it's the truth. That's where things stand. The question now is whether Candace's rage is about to blow the lid off the biggest betrayal in conservative politics, or whether her fire ends up burning down what's left of Charlie Kirk's legacy.